Let's hit something, world. This is AJ with tips and tricks. We're back at the dry erase board talking about reading music written for drummers. Now, I don't use this method as much as I used to because I understand a lot more about phrasing and linking the phrases up. This is important, however, because as I mentioned last week, we need to know the alphabet, the notes, before we learn how to read and write words and sentences, patterns and movements. So here we go. We have the staff made up of 5 lines. The top line is usually the hi-hat. If you check out some drumming magazines, some use X's and O's for the hi-hats. I use regular notes just so my eyes don't get confused. Use whatever works for you. The next line down is usually the snare. I'm saying usually for all of these because if you're writing the music, you want to arrange it so it's comfortable for you to read. The last line down is almost always the bass or kick drum. We do this because it's played with our feet, thus we put the staff of the notes pointing down. Let's check out our old reliable groove that I used as an example in a lot of the previous episodes. 8th notes on the hats, snare on 2 and 4, bass on 1 and 3. We know from last week that 4/4 time is the standard time used for most rock songs. This pattern is a rock beat, so it seems to reason that it's in 4/4 time. 4 beats to the measure, and the quarter note gets 1 beat. We have solid 8th notes on the hats, so we know it'll take 8 notes to fill the measure. We have bass on 1 and 3, so let's count that out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The last piece of the puzzle is snare on 2 and 4, so let's count that out again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And that's the bare basic way to read drum music. As we progress forward, we'll be using more of this concept and more of this board. Thanks for watching. Next week, we'll have a little heart-to-heart about how to play with a metronome. Until then, live right, drum well, and have fun. I'm AJ Nystrom, and I'll see you next week.